His dick is floppy as a goddamn pancake, but it doesn't matter to him because as long as people think he looks good, that's the only thing that matters. Brother, look at the glasses, look at the fake hair, look at the chain, look at the Gucci bag. This guy.
I mean, isn't him getting ED a win-win for everyone? He gets to look young, and we don't have to see him reproduce. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good...
We all know what you look like, Hassan. Without your hair, without your beard, this is what you would have looked like if you didn't get that hair transplant. And we all know it. You're a weak man, pumping your body, full of steroids.
Bruh, somebody in his chat typed Hassan has no piker. That is diabolical! Entire career handed to him, pays for sex, went to a brothel in another country for this purpose,
he was much
yet
younger
has
here.
the audacity to call other people passport bros. It's just a different level of patheticness. Admitted he allows his girlfriend to sleep with other men. No self-respecting man does that. iDubbbz 2.0. So basically, this stand-up comedian named Stavros has appeared on Hassan's stream and just randomly started roasting the ever-living shit out of him. Stavros clocks Hassan's Peter Pan syndrome.
People are saying young. That's true. You're washed, bitch.
Oh, true.
You're
the same age as me.
Yeah,
You're
but
older than me.
But I accept it. You're trying to be young. I see your big ass pants.
But look at my fucking beard. I have white beard hair.
No, you're. What about this fucking chain link bullshit?
What do
dude?
you mean?
You know what you're doing. You know what you're fucking doing. I accept who I am. You're gonna pretend to be young so long. It's gonna be so fucking pathetic.
But I just like I
believe
can't.
when
it.
you're 40
Dude,
dressing when it comes back around, you're wearing leggings.
I went to a phase party, which is already
I mean,
exactly.
I rest my case, folks.
True.
I mean, he absolutely clocked them immediately. Hassan is definitely the how do you do, kids type of person. Full-grown man in his 30s trying to fit in with teenagers at a phase party. Absolutely embarrassing.
I don't remember who it was, but I was watching a video of it was like some Hassan drama. I think this was a Tectone video. He brings up Hassan and he's just like, Hassan who is pushing 40. I don't know.
It is. I think he's really self-conscious of aging in general and just being forgotten. I think it's just a real sore spot for him, and this guy here is just sort of digging the knife. I mean,
It sucks, dude. When you start getting gray hairs and shit like that. I have a gray hair. I got one gray hair, and like when I got that, I was freaking out, man. I was like, what the because every time I've gotten something that looks like a gray hair, like my ex used to come in and she's like, oh, you got a gray hair. Oh, you're getting old. And obviously she's like playing around, right? But, you know, I'm like, oh, shit. You know, so I go to the mirror and it's like one of those weird hairs. You know, sometimes you have those weird hairs that are like blonde or something like that. And they're just like, they look a little funny. And then like when you pluck them out, they come out normal again. Like it's not a big deal. It's not an actual gray hair. And every time it turned out to be that, I'm just like, phew, dodged a bullet. Dodged a bullet. I was doing that for like freaking 8 years where I'm just like, phew, I'm still safe. I'm still safe, guys. And then one day, boom, I look at the hair and it's fucking gray. I pull it out and I'm like, maybe it's not, maybe it's not. I'm just like fucking like, I'm on the hope you know, like maybe it's, I don't know, man. Like maybe it's just like, you know, it's like a one-off or something. My body just like fucked up somehow and it's all gonna fix itself right up. And then boom, it grows right back. I do it again, it grows right back. And at that point, it's like, yeah, I'm an old man. I'm fucking old. I get it. You know? So, like, I don't blame Hassan. He has all this, like, gray hair in his beard now. I don't have any gray hair in my beard, right? So it's like, but I'm probably about the same age as he is. It's gonna come for all of us. It's gonna come for all of us. We just have to accept it.
Hassan is like a decade older than me. He's like 34, yet he still doesn't understand basic common sense. He still doesn't know how to tell right from wrong and doesn't know that supporting terrorists is actually not a good thing. So after this, Hassan tries to switch the topic, you know, to make fun of somebody else, basically anybody but him, but he immediately gets shut down again and just insulted to his face.
At the phase party, like there was a guy that was even older than me.
Yeah.
Okay. And he was like, I think he was like a magician or something.
Awesome.
And he had like crazy
So
hair.
he was a more honorable content creator than you.
Yeah, for sure. That's like
provided
a terrible
more to
share.
the.
I'm sorry, there's no other.
No, it's
But I saw this guy, and he's like definitely in his like 40s, maybe late 40s, and he's like surrounded by these like 20-year-olds, and I was like, if I'm ever that, I need to kill myself.
When you are that.
No, I will never be that.
When
I will
you are
never.
that.
Like I don't like hide my age or anything. I always say I'm old, and also I have too many injuries to even hide that I'm like youthful in any capacity.
Sure.
a
You also.
compliment, man.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
That's awful.
Anyway, Hassan's washed. He's pretending
Yeah.
he isn't.
Yeah.
You're an old bitch, but you're having
I'm
trouble
old.
with it.
I'm old. I'm washed. I'm gracefully aging.
No, you're not.
I'm gracefully aging.
No, dude.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm gracefully aging. No, you're not. No, you're fucking not. He just fucking tells him, dude. Like, damn. That's if you know that he's like self-conscious about this and you just fucking tell him no you're not. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the standard is. I know that I read about like that people can get like gray hairs normally at like 26 and stuff like that, you know? Maybe even earlier. So like, but he's got, I mean, again, we're like the same age, and he's got all this gray hair on his beard, and I don't. So like, and I don't think I'm aging all that gracefully. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. You know, I feel like it could be better. So if I'm not, then what does that say about Hassan?
I can't wait to see you fucking pathetically try and keep up with trends your whole fucking life.
Oh my god, this
Dude,
is brutal.
this guy's
so
savage.
Hassan really thought that he could change the topic right there. You know, let's make fun of this random magician guy that I conveniently brought up right now. By the way, I did see that phase party while doing research for a video, and I'm pretty sure that the magician guy
Is this the one where Hassan is like, I'm the richest guy here? And he's saying that to all the girls. He's like, I'm the richest guy here. I got all the money.
there was like
Was that
hired
it?
to be there. So you're literally just making fun of a guy who was doing his career. Unlike you, he didn't literally specifically seek out and try to hang out with young people like you do. Hassan's strategy is pretending that everybody automatically likes him and enjoys being around him. He tries to sort of ingratiate himself in between these more popular groups, so that way he can always sort of keep his relevancy. But I feel like that facade is starting to fade now because your own friends are having to tiptoe around you, hide you from sponsorships. You can't even go on your
Really?
friends' podcasts anymore like Trash Taste because you just get so much backlash. Heck,
Oh,
even
that
your
was true. That
connection
is
with
true.
Ludwig is
He went on Trash Taste and like the video got nuked with downvotes and bad comments. People saying, "Hey, you guys had a terrorist supporter on your freaking podcast. Like, what's wrong with you?" You know, it's polarizing. Whenever you talk about politics, no matter what politics it is, whether you're centrist, conservative, liberal, progressive, whatever, you're always gonna alienate the people that are not what you are. And so like I get it, but like damn, dude. Like I feel like Hassan has not been doing a good job. Like he's like literally with this whole terrorist shit and like glazing the Houthis and all that, having that One Piece terrorist on his stream and then just glazing him. That's not doing him any favors.
getting him in trouble. It seems like you just destroy everything you touch, and that's why nobody actually wants to associate with you. You're not one of the 20-year-olds anymore. You're just a washed-up political hack. It's time to accept it. Then Hassan just continues getting bullied here.
To be fair though, like politics is very friendly to old people. If we know anything about Congress, politics is very, like, the older people get, the more they care about politics. So I think that Hassan is in the right place.
And he just like has no comeback. It's sad.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be awesome. You're doing fit
I'm
pics
gonna,
at
I'm gonna be
42.
I'm gonna be dressed like Brett Gelman.
Mirror selfies.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah, you're literally you're
you're
cruising for a Gelman
Oh my
existence,
God.
dude.
It's like full circle because you used to dress really awesome, and then in the future you will also dress really awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be the Brett Gelman.
You will be.
I'm gonna be the reverse Gelman, anti-Israel.
Or like I don't know. I could also see you going like the Depp route, like wearing like a lot of drapey stuff and like rings, like not quite Rick Owens, but like
Yeah.
no,
like
No, we're not. We can't conceive of what the equivalent to that in 10 years. He will be doing it.
Oh my
he
God,
He
you're
thinks
so-
he'll be like, oh no, I'm not doing rings or whatever. But he's gonna do whatever that thing is, and he's gonna think it's new. Those guys don't think they're lame. He's not gonna think he's lame, but he's gonna be such a fucking loser.
I have too many people in here that would rip my asshole apart if I were to do that.
Really? Really? Your chat is going to rip your a-hole? How can you just straight up lie in front of their faces like that? Everybody knows you live in the biggest echo chamber known to man. You have a fanatical cult following who doesn't even question you when you support literal terrorists. So what are you talking about? You could literally go out on the street and shoot 10 people, murder them, and your chat would cheer. They'd type like based and put hearts for you. This guy acting like he isn't surrounded by anything but yes men is crazy. This is the first time somebody is actually he isn't surrounded by anything but
great girl, huge bush. I mean, yeah. Okay, that's cool.
yes men is crazy. This is the first time somebody has actually called you out on your bullshit and is actually like making fun of you. And I feel like Hassan is just extremely insecure about this, like just getting old in general. And I feel like you don't need to be. Just sort of accept that aging is a natural process of life, nothing to be feared. Just stop pretending.
Yeah, and like, you know, aging, like each step of the aging process is solving a specific problem of evolution, right? Of, you know, the survival of the organism. And one of the reasons why aging is important as well is it helps mitigate against cancer, which can be such a destructive disease, right? So the aging process is a very good thing. Who knows? Like without it, you can imagine that humans would actually have probably a worse lifespan. Obviously, it comes with regressions, right? Like, you know, when you're younger, like when you're a puppy, you're full of energy, you can do everything. And then as you get older, well, things get worse. So you can understand why people get upset, but you know, it's kind of a matter of framing. It's not so bad. It's certainly better than dying.
Like you're still one of the college kids. It's weird. If you want to be taken seriously, you got to somewhat act your age, you know? Especially in the political sphere or whatever.
Soul apart if I were to do that.
Yeah,
like,
you would think they were flirting with you. You would be old and be like, haha, just us young chatters. We're all on the same page.
Look,
everyone grows up, has families. Dude, even Austin has like an adopted Korean son with his husband, and you're fucking still hanging on to your youth, dude.
Dude, this guy's
just.
I know. I know.
Chat.
Dude, this comedian guy, he is relentless. He just keeps going. This is some good shit.
Put a pin in it. 10 years from now, let's see what Hassan's doing. It's gonna be pathetic.
Well,
oh my god, he actually just took the knife and put it deep into his heart there. Because we all know that 10 years from now, Hassan will not even have a career. I 100% guarantee you this. There is no shot, no universe in which this guy survives another 10 years. Here's what's gonna happen. He's either 1, completely losing relevance. Number 2, getting checked into a mental institution. Number 3, being assassinated by one of his deranged followers who he happened to disagree with once. Or number 4, getting arrested. Or 5, all of the above, I don't know. And I want you guys to do me a favor. Send me this clip to the one person that actually remembers. Send me this clip in 10 years. And obviously, I will continue to be successful the entire time forever and ever, so I will be here on the internet to receive this clip. And I want you guys to tell me and let me know that I was right all this while back, a decade ago. And I just know that Hassan has no staying power because he's made his career. I mean, he didn't really make his career. He was gifted his career by his multi-millionaire uncle, but he's quote-unquote made his career from literal brain rot politics. The only reason anybody watches Hassan is because, oh well, we're on the same side of politics, might as well watch this game.
It runs in the family. It runs in the family. And I can't be talking. I cover politics. So, you know.
Guy. You basically just want to hear someone who already says all the, you know, policies you're thinking and maybe shares your radical extremist terrorist beliefs. Meanwhile, everybody else actually had to make a career from something else, starting from the bottom. Literally post like 200 videos before getting even 10 views. Actually develop a personality, a huge...
Fucking true. Fucking true. That's my YouTube channel right now. Like fucking posting like 200. Okay, I'm not at 200 yet. But, you know, like I post a video and it's like 0 views. I have a video on my YouTube channel I posted like a week and a half ago and it has 0 views. And I'm not saying it's hard. I'm not complaining. You know, it is what it is. You know, I think it's going to grow and I think it's going to be great. It's just, it's not so easy starting.
Humor, something, you know? A fan base that isn't full of terrorist supporters. I mean, it is going to be incredible, absolute cinema. This guy's going to lose all his relevance, and it's just going to be the most insane meltdown ever. That shit didn't hit hard until the last part about Hassan having no family. Don't worry, he can visit unlimited amount of brothels. That's what life's about. Right, so Tectone responded, making fun of...
Yeah, Hassan has a history of going to brothels and bragging about it. And like one of the brothels that he went, like got raided for like child exploitation or some shit like that. But it turned out it wasn't like they didn't actually get caught with anything. So that's not so bad, I guess. And it makes me think like there's people out there who probably think, well, you know, Hassan is fucked up, right? Because brothels are not legal in the United States, except I think it was like in Nevada where it was legal. But other than that, it's illegal everywhere. Recruiting, you know, sexual services from people and getting paid for it is not legal in the United States. And that is very frowned upon. Obviously, prostitutes exist and whatever, but that's illegal. And so Hassan is essentially leaving the United States and going to where it's legal so he can partake in that activity. And there's people out there that think that that's wrong, right? People that derive their morality from what's legal and what's not. Oh, this guy's leaving the country so he can partake in shit that's illegal here in the United States. And that's what I'm getting at. Those people maybe have an issue with that. But personally, like, I just kind of like, I'm not like that. I don't think it's a good idea to derive your morality from what's legal. So I just kind of look at Hassan. It's like, if he wants to go, if brothels are illegal in California where he lives, and he wants to go to Germany where they're legal or whatever. That's for him to decide. It's not my business.
Them.
Bro, Hassan hates being called 45. It drives him insane.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, where's this like he's 40 thing coming from? I keep hearing this.
That he has a hair transplant. The fact that he uses finasteride.
Wait, what?
The fact hates being called 45. It drives him insane. The fact that he has a hair transplant.
Hassan has a hair transplant? I didn't know this. Wow. So he was going bald, right? That's what it is, right? He was going bald and he got like hair transplanted from somewhere else in his body, right? Is that what it is? Somebody told me that like the way that it works, and I think they were just fucking with me. I don't think this is true, is that they grab hair from like your balls. From your balls or your butt, and then they like put it in like, but I don't think that's true. I think that's with skin, right? It's like with skin grafting where they grab skin from somewhere else and then they like put it somewhere else. I'm not sure exactly how hair transplants work, but I mean, I gotta say he would look older if he was going. And that dude, now that I think about it, the comedian, he was saying like he just embraces it, and that comedian guy, he does have a receding hairline, right? And so the fact that Hassan is escaping that nature by going in and getting some surgery done, I guess that speaks to his character. Maybe he is really sensitive about feeling old after all.
The fact that he uses finasteride every day, he's willing to risk the strength of his erections to make sure that he at least appears decent on the outside. In case you don't know what I'm saying here, we're going to pull this up real quick. Finasteride, a medication primarily used for treating male pattern baldness and
Holy shit. While some cases of erectile dysfunction related to finasteride resolve after discontinuing the drug, some individuals may experience persistent erectile dysfunction. I mean, it makes me think, right? Because like, isn't it like that people that they have like male pattern baldness, it's because they have like there's a particular type of testosterone level that is high in them, right? And maybe this lowers your testosterone, right? I'm just thinking here. I'm just spitballing, right? And maybe that's why it can cause this. But man, I wouldn't do that. Look, my vigor and my mojo is very important, right? And that's one of those things that obviously when you start getting real old, it starts going away. So I'd like to keep that as healthy as possible if I can.
prostate enlargement can cause erectile dysfunction as a side effect. This guy is so willing to remove the ability of his penis from being able to fuck or breed or give up the ability to have children because this guy is so obsessed. This guy is so obsessed with his appearance. He's willing to throw away anything that doesn't make him look good. His dick is floppy as a goddamn pancake, but it doesn't matter to him. Because as long as people think he looks good, that's the only thing that matters. Brother, look at the glasses. Look at the fake hair. Look at the chain. Look at the Gucci bag. This guy.
I mean, when he puts it that way, it's all starting to add up. Like the glasses, the chain in particular, man. The ass hairs that have been transplanted into his into his head. I mean, if you're enjoying this video and you'd like to see bigger and better content, the only thing you need to do is hit subscribe and like, and I'll take care of the rest. Yeah, it's you know what? It's not looking good for Hassan.
I want you to think that he's cool so bad. But the reality is, underneath all the glitz, all the glam, we all know what you look like, Hassan. Without you, all.
I mean, isn't him getting ED a win-win for everyone? He gets to look young, and we don't have to see him reproduce. Yeah, I mean that's a
we
pretty
all
good.
know what you look
yeah.
like, Hassan. Without your hair, without your beard, this is what you would have looked like if you didn't get that hair transplant. And we all know it. You're a weak man, pumping your body, full of steroids.
Bruh, somebody in his chat typed Hassan has no piker. That is diabolical. Now listen, I don't know what Hassan has revealed in his past. I'm not an avid viewer, obviously. I don't know what stuff he takes or whether or not he's actually on roids. I wouldn't put it past him though. He is definitely a shortcut kind of guy. You know, and
This definitely explains. Well, I was gonna say it explains why his hair is like always kind of like forward. You know, like that, and like really like going down on his forehead, but shit, I don't know.
entire career handed to him, pays for sex, went to a brothel in another country for this purpose,
He was much
yet
younger
has
here.
the audacity to call other people passport bros. It's just a different level of patheticness. Admitted he allows his girlfriend to sleep with other men. No self-respecting man does that.
What? Go back?
To call other people passport bros. It's just a different level of patheticness. Admitted he allows his girlfriend to sleep with other men. No self-respecting man does.
What? Dude, Hassan's a cuck? He's like Diddy? He's like he's a cuckold? Damn. I didn't see this coming. I saw there was this clip of him talking about when he went to the brothel, and he's like bragging about that he got to like be with all these girls, and he's like, oh, he doesn't care that like obviously these girls are with 1,000 other guys all the damn time, right? He's like, oh, it doesn't matter. That's one thing, and that's, I don't know, to me that's bad, but like whatever, different strokes for different folks. But like he's like okay with this girl going on and like sleeping with other guys and then coming back home to him. Like, what the fuck, dude? That's some Diddy shit. That's literally Diddy shit. That's literally what Diddy did. He had other men come in, you know, and he allowed his woman to go out and have sex with other men and then come back home to Diddy. I mean, it's all adding up.
That iDubbbz 2.0, and I think it's hilarious. He's actually getting called out, and he just couldn't come up with a single comeback, bro. Roast back a bit. Holy shit. I mean, you can easily make fun of that guy, but you just sat there and took it, bro. Then Tectone talks about how Hassan was bragging about his money at a face party despite, you know, being a socialist.
This is what I was talking about.
You immediately had to brag that you make more money than everybody else. That's crazy, bro. If you're such a communist, if you're such a socialist, why are you flexing your wealth at every opportunity to literal children?
Dude, I went to a phase party, which is already...
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
And you know what he did when he went to the phase party, dude? So I don't want to brag, but I'm a 45-year-old man hanging out with children. Phase up.
Oh my God, bro. Shane, not one watch, but 2 watches. $600 t-shirt with a gold wristband
watches
and
on.
whatever the this green piece of shit thing. I got no idea what the that is. How many accessories do you have? Hassan, you know why you need to watch all that shit? Because there is nothing of substance beneath the surface. Oh my God, and 2 golden rings? There's more. Every time he moves, he spawns like 8 other pieces of gold. How much do you need to hide your insecurities? Don't tell me there's more on his other hand.
He was a more on.
Oh my, there's more on the other hand. No, guys. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 rings on right now. He has 4. So a chain, 4 rings, sunglasses, indoors. These are not glasses, they're tinted. Okay? As well as he's wearing 2 watches at the same time with a golden ring around his wrist and another green strap.
The ultimate champagne socialist. Literally got $50,000 of clothes and accessories on his body, maybe more. But then we'll say, tax the rich, eat the rich, we hate the rich.
Oh. He's a true socialist. It's all about seizing the means of production and like spreading it all around. Spread the wealth. How many rings do you think he's giving out? Like he probably goes out to these parties and he just like hands out all these rings that he's just spawning out of nowhere. He just starts throwing them out to everybody like he's Oprah or something. He does that, right? That's what a socialist would do, right? I mean, that makes sense.
Not me though. Pokemon ass. $1 million mansion, luxury supercar, constantly taking donation from his broke followers. Literally the opposite of every value he espouses. Go ahead and burn other people's cars, guys, but not mine. Go loot other people's businesses, but not my house, guys. If you rob my house, I'm calling the cops. I always find it so telling when people flex their belongings or their money. It just screams insecurity. You don't need to do that. People already know you are rich. You're a big creator. The only reason you would do that is to validate your own ego, especially when you're among your peers, right? You're in this little streamer party and you want to impress everybody. Oh, it's that political hack streamer who's like a decade older than all of us. How do I fit in? Oh, he's actually rich, guys. Like, what does that even do? Other than, I guess, lure in thirsty e-hoes, gold diggers, I guess? Absolute degenerate freak.
Considering the guy likes his brothels, I mean, I'm sure he loves his e-hoes.
Lucky that I had a good family environment and I grew up like, watching PewDiePie, for instance, because, he would teach you the values that you don't really need to constantly flaunt your rich possessions or whatever to be respected. Respect comes naturally from the kind of person you actually are and the actions you take on a daily basis. Then Tectone talks about...
Some people, and I've known people like this, they're really vain. Some people are just like, if you look at humanity, it's a spectrum for every single trait. From height, to like all sorts of personality traits. And in terms of vanity, you have people that are in the middle. You have people that have like zero vanity, right? They're not vain at all. And then you have people like Hassan who are all the way at the extreme. They're all maxed out on vanity. So it is what it is. You're always going to have these people.
All the chemicals he's supposedly using.
Bitch, but you're having trouble with it.
True.
I'm old. I'm washed.
I never hide my age. Gets a hair transplant, pumps steroids, uses finasteride. Yeah, I know, man. You're really embracing the natural aging process.
Uh-huh.
I know, bro. You're so honest and truthful. Oh my God, my hero.
Hassan doesn't lie.
Gracefully.
If there's one thing everybody knows about Hassan is that he doesn't lie.
No, you're not.
I'm gracefully Asian.
Yeah, after he pumped 80,000 gallons of chemicals into his body, oh man, he's gracing like a delicate little angel.
I'd be really curious to see Hassan's blood work. It would be so hilarious if even the one thing that people respected him for, like the good physique, even if that was a sham. If that was a sham too, that is sad. But I have a feeling that that's never going to go public. That's never going to drop. But yeah, I don't know. I think
a lot of people do. Like it's like a fucking epidemic. A lot of people use, and I'm not hating on it. If you're on gear, whatever, you do you. But it's like, let's be real. Especially these days when you have all these influencers that are just like, hey man, that's how I got my success. I'm on gear. It is what it is.
People are hyper obsessed over appearance these days. Someone I knew as well went for some weird surgery. I think it was like a double eyebrow slit something. They like flew to Korea or something. And I didn't understand why. They showed me like the before and after. And I was like, I literally could not tell the difference. I was like, yeah, it looks pretty good. Now I understand if your like face is burnt burnt off and it hurts for people to look at you, I mean, that makes sense. That's kind of hard to deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But a lot of these people, you know, they look great already, but, you know, society has convinced them they're not enough. They get in over their heads. They get really anxious.
and it's not
they,
just
they
society,
get really
but-
neurotic about everything.
It's not just society, it's also how you it's like their self-esteem and how they perceive the world, because society's telling everybody the same shit. Society's telling everybody that you're not good enough, and that you need to buy this, you know, you need to have this hair shampoo, or you have to, you know, like put this on your face, or you have to do that, you have to have this physique as a guy, right? They're telling everybody that. It's just that some people are more vulnerable to that than others. It's like it's the same thing with gambling, right? If there's a lot of people that gamble, not all of them become addicts. Not all of them do. Some people are just more susceptible to that.
And then they make pretty stupid decisions. Bro, you're aging, admit it. But I was at the phase party. Right, moving on to the Time Magazine Top 100 Creators list. Turns out a lot of people made the list, like Theo Von, Joe Rogan, Hawk Tua Girl, and Hassan Piker. Hassan responds, honored to be on this list alongside many greats like Hawk Tua. Definitely memeing, but a very interesting list here.
Yeah.
Apparently Asmongold did not make the list despite being the 8th most searched term on YouTube.
Yeah, I wonder
globally.
why.
That's actually
These magazines, who I will bluntly call out as these magazines are run by people that are very liberal, right? They would not be fans of Asmongold at all. There's no way that they would. These are the kinds of people that would be like, oh, we don't want to platform Asmongold. We don't want to we don't want to have him have a platform on our magazine or whatever. Like, anybody gives a fuck about magazines anymore. That's the kind of people they are. They are biased, heavily so. And so, of course, they're going to throw Hassan over there, that Twitch's #2 political streamer, right? But the #1 political streamer, Asmongold, oh no, we can't have him. No, he's not relevant enough.
an insane statistic. I don't know if that's accurate. So Asmon responded,
I don't know this guy. I know she's on TikTok. I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't know him. I don't know this guy. I know this guy. Okay, I know Pokimane. I know Pokimane. There, I know that one. All right, I got one. Okay, I know this guy. We know this guy. That's Hassan.
Yeah.
Who are these people? Like, I don't even know. The Hawk Tua girl? Wait, I didn't even see her. Did she make the list? Wait.
Oh, there she is. I mean, she was
Just
pretty
to put things
influential.
into perspective, they included a literal crypto scammer.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
Yeah, but the thing is that she doesn't, she's not positive about Trump, right? So that makes her okay. She's on our team.
Time Magazine most influential creators doesn't include Asmongold, XQC, or H3. H3 is so on brand for Time. I can't even.
Wow. Yeah. So HQC is not included. H3 is not included. I wonder why. They don't even include a social democrat like Ethan. I wonder why. Did they have Hassan there? Huh.
Complain. Asmongold is one of the top 10 search terms on YouTube. Yeah, I know. The thing is that if they want to put me on the list, I appreciate it. If they don't want to put me on the list, that's fine.
yeah, a lot of these people just don't really make sense here. I mean,
He doesn't need
Pokey
them.
is barely relevant. It seems like a random PR list or just like they needed to come up with a list and didn't want to do any sort of actual research to find out who's actually
No,
the
that's
most
not. You got to go
influential.
further than
Obviously,
that.
Hawk
It's
Tua-
not that these people. It's not like what is this? Time Magazine. It's not like they don't know how to do research. It's not like they can go on Google for 2 seconds, right? What are the most searched creators? You know, it's not like they can't bring up Google Trends. They can. It's just that you gotta be vetted, right? You gotta have people that are aligned with the cause. This is Time Magazine we're talking about. This is not the first time they post shit like this.
want to do any sort of actual research to find out who's actually the most influential. Obviously, Hawk Tua ain't influencing anybody after that whole crypto scam. So I don't know. I don't think anybody should take these things seriously. It's just like the old boomer media trying to pretend like they know what's going on. I mean, if Hassan was on there, Asmon has to be there because he's way bigger and way more relevant.
Subscribe and like.